Hello and welcome, dear viewers and fellow casuals. You're watching Primetime Casual, and this is a short comparison video of different recording techniques for DCS VR. The three options are recording the DCS mirror via Steam background recording, recording the VR mirror via a recording software, and then of course recording a replay track file from a 2D source. And the comparison is quite astounding. First up is the Steam background recording, which is an awesome way you can just enable it in Steam, set it to the desired quality depending on your available hard drive, and then after the fact, after you finish your playing session, the recording is there for you to store clips, share them, sort them, whatever. The other method, of course, is Streamlabs OBS or OpenOBS or your recording software of choice, but I prefer OBS. For the record, I put my settings on the screen. I have no idea how good they are, but they work for me. I also want to talk about my system. I recently upgraded my GPU, so it is in my opinion, good system. It's definitely not top of the top end graphical and CPU wise, but it can hold its own. So this is going to be interesting. First up is Steam background recording from the DCS VR mirror. All the VR shots are cropped to get rid of the vignette that is inherent to the system. This is the same recording but via OBS, and you can already see the difference in the smoothness. Also, VR does have the fisheye lens effect. You can't really get rid of that. And this is OBS recording from the replay file, which also stores head movement if you record in VR. And this is definitely a difference. Here the three recording methods are side by side, and you can see that the Steam background recording is not only a bit choppier, but also seems unstable, the image. And that was really new to me. Again, this is the Steam background recording, the DCS mirror. You can see the choppiness a bit better. Also, the VR shots naturally have lower quality settings, but that goes without saying. This is about the recording quality and not necessarily the graphical fidelity in-game. Again, the OBS recording is a lot smoother. It does have, in-game it was 90 FPS because VR, but it didn't seem like that on the Steam background recording. The replay file for better recording was limited to 60 FPS. One thing you'll notice is that the mouse cursor is not where it's supposed to be because of the change in resolution compared to VR. And again, side by side, you can really see that the VR recordings had to be cropped because the replay file offers a larger FOV. And now finally a bit longer sequence so we can talk about. The Steam background recording is, like I said, so easy to set up. You can't forget it because it's just always on. So that is really nice if you just want to do a few shorts on YouTube or clips to TikTok or whatever. It does not draw away any system resources, or noticeably so, but you can really see that what you see in the recording is not what you saw in-game, because it was 90 FPS, it wasn't choppy, it didn't wave about the image, what you sometimes see if you look at the trees, for example, the buildings, they really start stuttering across the screen. That is not what happened in VR. OBS recording the very same mirror at the same time, admittedly, it works better. It utilizes probably the recording encoding chip of the GPU much better. There's no choppiness on the ground if you look at the buildings and the trees. It really, I'm not sure if it does look like 90 FPS, but it sure feels like it. Again, it has to be cropped, and you have to live with lower graphical details because you need to run it in VR after all. But overall, this is probably a very good compromise if you don't want to go the extra mile. You get good recording out of this, and you can just do live commentary. Now, replay file. You have to save the replay file for this, and you have to watch the replay file while recording in the background. This has the problem that sometimes these track files break and stuff happens that didn't happen, and your whole recording is gone, basically. So usually I do record in VR, and after that I do a record of the replay. In case if that works, fine, I'll use the much higher graphical detail that I can get from a 2D replay file than as opposed to the VR. Of course, limited to 60 FPS for recording purposes, and it's just smooth and detailed and everything you want it to be. And here is side by side, and you can really see how bad even the very highest quality of Steam recording is in comparison to OBS in either variant. One thing about recording a replay file, of course, is you lose the live commentary unless you record a audio track while flying and synchronize that to the recording from the replay. Or you can just do post commentary, what is actually what I'm doing most of the time. I wasn't aware that the Steam recording was so bad, but it really is. So, like I said, do go at least as far as using an extra recording software if you want to record DCS and VR, and if you can, do the replay method.